Hey, this is Kevin with Imagination Hobbies coming at you with something a little different. I figured I would do a video on micromounts, micromount minerals. And what is this picture right here? Well, this is a bagworm moth caterpillar. He has a micro-sized spiraling log cabin mounted to his back, and I thought it was a funny picture. Very interesting. I didn't know that this creature existed until not that long ago. And there's going to be some little Easter eggs mixed into this presentation on Micromount Minerals. I'm going to struggle with a lot of these names. A lot of these minerals are quite rare. They're also very small. So, for something to be a micromount, it has to be seen under magnification. You can probably spot it without a magnifying microscope or anything like that. But for you to see any detail, you're probably going to need to use magnification, and that's kind of what constitutes it to be a micromount mineral. A lot of these, you're going to see the term FOV or field of view. That just describes the distance from one edge of the picture to the other. Oftentimes, the field of view is only a couple millimeters or a few millimeters. And just to really zoomed in, very high resolution, kind of exposed, for lack of a better term, over a long period of time. And at different focal points or focal levels to put together a comprehensive image so everything appears in focus. Normally, if you just take a photo under that magnification, like for instance, if we look at the corner of these crystals here, if you focused in on that point, that would be the only thing in focus. So they actually have to take multiple photos, like sometimes hundreds of photos at different depths of zoom, to try to compose an entire image of a crystal. And that's kind of how you get everything within focus and all the sharp details, because these crystals are extremely small. So I figured I would start off with the hardest one to pronounce. I'm going to take my best shot. I'm going to give it one go. We'll see how it goes. I'm going to call this one a arsenogorsixite crystal oriented around a single crystal of hydrokenerolstenite. That is my best shot at trying to pronounce that. I don't know what it is, and that's the beauty of this video, is a lot of these minerals are so rare, or they only appear in such a micro form that they're not often seen. A lot of them are undiscovered, and they discover them through magnification under microscopes and stuff. And so this is kind of a video on perspective of collecting. Minerals come in all shapes and sizes, and I've done a video on pretty much every other size. And so I wanted to do one on micromounts. This one is beautiful. I don't even know what's going on, but it's so cool. All the edges, and the trim around it, and it's just like this perfect crystal that's just so complex. But I'll move on to a different picture here for a moment while I ramble more. So I definitely apologize first and foremost if I am not crediting the right people with the photos. That these are things that I've just seen on Facebook, online, a couple websites, and I thought they were just so beautiful. I just had to take a screenshot of it, and I try to make it in frame, and sometimes some information gets cut off. So, before anyone, if you see anything that belongs to you here, just know that I'm coming from a place of trying to bring new people into the hobby, and your photo was very captivating, and I think it will help bring other people into this mineral hobby, even micromounts, and that you're doing a service to your community, and I really appreciate you. I'm not making any money off of this video. I do not make money off of my YouTube videos, so this is not trying to utilize your hard work to make a profit. It's just about education, building interest in the hobby and micromounts. I think micromounts are awesome. I personally have only a small collection of micromounts because I don't have a microscope. Um, but that's neither here nor there. You can collect micromounts if you only have a loop, which is, a $5 loop. But we'll get started here. Now that that preface is kind of done. So this is a Hinstallite. Normally it's colorless. This one has a greenish coloration, which is more rare. This whole field of view you're seeing from the far left side of the camera all the way to the right is only 3 millimeters across. So this little crystal, maybe a little over 1.5, 1 to 1.5 millimeters wide. I do highly recommend this website. Please go to check out this website. It's got a lot of really cool micromounts there. The ones that I've pictured are just ones that I find interesting. There's a lot of photos to get through. I'm going to do a little bit less rambling here. This is just a zoomed in image of a garnet. How cool and complex it is. All the different angles. Here's the actual garnet. This is probably bigger than a micromount. But still, kind of requires a bit of magnification to appreciate it fully. This is Kezelite and Torbornite. This looks like 5 millimeter field of view across. The Torbornite, I believe, is the green. Kezelite is probably the yellow. Really cool little sprays. Like I said, only 5 millimeter field of view. This is austenite. Really neat. I think this is Greece, yeah. So this is found in Greece. A lot of really cool micromounts are found in Italy and Greece and things of that nature. Beautiful mineral. You'll see a lot of greens on the beginning here. I just didn't have a way to sort it and mix the colors. But ulrichite is what I'm going to call this one. Really neat. Sprays. So this is erythrite, or if you want to say urethryte, you can. This is probably from, it's Austria. Interesting. So, I know that this mineral is also found in Morocco. It's only 2.38 millimeter field of view. These crystals are extremely tiny. I don't know what the blue is. In Austria, I don't know what, I don't know exactly what's going to combo with that. Maybe azurite, maybe linerite. I honestly don't know. So this is another erythrite. I think that's a typo or a different language's version of spelling the mineral. I don't believe it should have an N in it, unless I am wrong. But another cool little spray. Oh gosh, what is the name of this? Jeroviavite or no, I can't remember. It's similar in shape to quartz. It starts with the J. I don't remember off the top of my head. This is super duper small though. Really cool blue crystals. Very pretty. So meta-atunite. Really cool square, green square. Chalcophyllite. And acetamite. I'm sorry, how do you say that? Atacamite, my bad. Atacamite is the mineral to the left, I believe. The other blue one to the left. Again, could be wrong, but I'm not a micromount expert. This looks like it came out of the collection of Domenico Prate, 1992. Agardite. Never heard of that one before, but really cool little crystals. Kind of zoom in here for you. Beautiful little radial kind of sprays. Look like little tourmalines. Arthurite. Ooh, this one's very interesting smelling here. Baryopharmacosiderite. I just have to laugh after I try to say these words. That's such a small field of view. This is only a millimeter across, so these are extremely tiny crystals. We got serpurite, which is the blue. I am assuming because you have malachite balls, which is the rounder ones, and it's inside of a hemimorphite cavity, which is the white crystallization around. It's not very well crystallized, but I guess that's hemimorphite. Awesome little dioptase. Beautiful little dioptase. I really love the contrast of the green on the white here. All the little reflections. This is only field of view of less than 2 millimeters, so really neat. Cornonite, really rare. These are beautiful gemmy cornonites. Only a millimeter across. These are extremely tiny crystals. Some of these crystals are 1/20th of a millimeter, it seems to me. Casolite. You could see a lot of these are from the collection of Domenico Pret. I hope I'm saying that right. It's a beautiful collection. It's a beryl, which is this is basically a pink or red emerald, effectively. That's what beryl is. It's got emerald, aquamarine, red beryl. Metatorbornite on metaatunite. So probably different phases of crystals. I believe they're pretty close. Really cool one. Phillipsite or Phillipsite. Really cool, like disco ball, kind of like a snowball. Really pretty. Like I said, Italy here, so there's a lot of nice minerals that are in a microform from Italy, and what it looks like is it's on a calcite or something like that. These are their blackened mineral. I could be totally wrong because once you get down to this magnification, it could be something totally different. This is another erythrite on azurite. So maybe that other erythrite we saw from Austria did have little azurite crystals next to it, since this one is labeled that way. Really beautiful pink, electric pink on almost like an electric or like a royal blue. This is one of my favorite minerals for micromounts. It's I think I'm saying this right. Cocoxenite or coaxonite. But this one's really pretty. They're very gold in person. They look like little true gold orbs. I have one in my collection. It's really neat. Not as good as this. Nothing like any of this. It's a beautiful blue linerite crystal. Again, from Italy. We got titanite, which is that gold, or not gold, blackened, smoky colored crystal down there. And then titanite magnesium hornblende. So maybe hornblende, from my memory, is the white, but I could be totally wrong. I don't know what this is. If you know what this is, drop it in the comments. Again, this is not my specialty, but I love this stuff. I think it's so cool. Another beautiful dioptase. Really cool scordite. Scordite is very rare. This is a beautiful scordite. Field of view 4.5 millimeters. So these are a couple millimeters wide each, which is an okay size. A lot of scordite comes from, I think, Mexico, and then I think Germany. I could be wrong about that. Scordite's pretty rare. A Phillipsite, beautiful like cross pattern on here. Like if you look at the edge of the crystal, it's amazing how it has like a raised cross on it at the end where it terminates. That's the end of the crystal's termination, and how it terminates unevenly. It's not flat across. They're like two houses, roof shapes crisscrossed. Crocoite, often found in Tasmania, Australia. Vasite, millerite. Millerite, I think, is the darkened gray, and then the vasite, I think, is this white crystal in the middle. Pineapple zeolite. So this looks like mesolite, which is the white, and thompsonite subgroup. So maybe the mesolite and thompsonite is the white. Um, the ball itself below, making the actual pineapple. I don't know if maybe that is mesolite thompsonite as well in a different form, or if that's an apophyllite. Um, Not fully sure. Apophyllite isn't a zeolite though, so these are really cool though. What an interesting little shape. Rutile, nice V twin rutile, often common for rutile to have these types of twins. This is only a 1 millimeter field of view. Titanite, very pretty colored titanite. Titanite sometimes is smoky colored or green, and this one is more of a peach, like a peach, dark peach color. Rosalite, very beautiful pink mineral with a green background here. Anabergite, the flower of nickel. I wonder why it's called that. I wonder if there is some nickel in the coloration there. That's beautiful. Here's some pollen in the eyes of a tiny live jumping spider. This is a 1.44 millimeter field of view. So just to give you some reference, like, this is a 3 millimeter field of view. This is the jumping spider's eyes. Very tiny stuff we're dealing with here. And look at the pollen. You can see the lighting that's needed in the reflection of the eyes of this spider. You can see the whole setup, the zoom, how it's zoomed in. There's a lens zoomed in. You have to expose it. I don't even know how they got this photo. I don't know how you get them to sit still if the thing is still alive. That's pretty amazing. Here's another Phillipsite. A really cool shape. Yeah, so similar to the other ones we've seen, but this one is more zoomed in and focused on the crystal. Very cool. Here's a rosacite. Okay, cool. So the rosacite's the blue balls here, and the hemimorphite is the white crystal that's like almost like glowing. Really cool, probably from a reflection or something, but really neat. Some spessartine garnets, really tiny little, perfect little garnets. Small field of view. Pollengite. 1.06 millimeters across. Very tiny crystal, but there's a whole world inside of that crystal. It's a little galaxy in there. Really neat. Some brookite. Really beautiful tabular kind of brookite crystals from Italy, which is interesting. A lot of them are from Afghanistan or those regions. Clinoclase on cornubite. I guess the green would be the cornubite, and the blue, mesmerizing blue ball here is clinoclase. So pretty. Look at that. Let's see here. Adamite. Very beautiful adamite. Atacamite. With limonithanite, which is the little crazy spray, lighter green one down there from Chile. Rosalite, beautiful color that roselite has. It's just like it has like such depth to it. It's almost like purple and yellow and fiery pink and just all kinds of colors going on within that crystal. Some cooperite, really cool, just like very structural cooperite. It looks like a Borg cube or something. How it grows, like similar to like how pyrite kind of makes cubes, or how cerussite kind of gets these elongated crystals going in 6 different directions. Very pretty. I think I've seen the stop. We've seen the Stoptiz already. Phillipsite, beautiful. Look at just the colors. It's like a disco ball. Turquoise, interesting. I didn't know turquoise could crystallize like this. I'm not gonna try to correct them because I don't know what it is, but it looks similar to some of the other micromounts I've seen. Zunerite, really cool. There's actually 2 pictures here showing you different sections of it. I believe these are kind of just the same cavity taken at 2 different angles. Rhodesite, really cool crystal. Looks like a light yellow quartz or something. Another beautiful linerite with that contrast with like the orange background. Less than a millimeter field of view. So this whole photo takes up less than a millimeter of space in our world here, which is just amazing. The crystals are often perfect when you get down to this form of magnification because they haven't been disturbed. They haven't been scratched. They were able to grow within their solution or however they grew unhindered oftentimes, or not disrupted by the movements of the earth. Pretty crazy. Really cool. Some of my favorites is Cavensite here with these shooting star columns coming off of it. The tips of these oftentimes can have a exact star shape to them, and that will come up, I think, in this slideshow at some point. Really cool how long these get. That's beautiful Torbanite with the Kesselite again. But wow, what a perfect crystal. And these beautiful orange crystals around it. It's just pop. Awesome little Wolfenite crystal, I believe. Within, I don't know what this other matrix or crystallized area around here is. Maybe it's cerussite. I'm not really sure. That is a cool little brookite crystal. Red one inside of another crystal. I don't quite know. That shape is super complex. It looks like quartz, but the shape is very complex. It could be something completely different and way more rare. There's a spanglite. Really pretty spanglite with conolite. Spanglite's the one on the top right, and conolite is to the left. It's from Italy. The next one is one that's in my collection. It's a very blurry photo of a spanglite. Beautiful, though. You can tell how absolutely beautiful it is. It's just out of focus. But again, like that whole little pocket there, that circle, that brown circle, that is probably only 3 maybe 3 millimeters cavity that crystal's in. Whoa, this is one Miguel Romeroite. Yeah, Miguel Romero is a famous miner collector, and this is probably named after him. So Miguel Romeroite. Very pretty. Just look at this one. Stunning. I don't know what it is, but I think it tells us on the next photo here. Yes, this is clinoclase. This is a rare secondary copper mineral forms in acicular crystals on a copper sulfide. Clino stands for incline, and plasma, which means fraction. Interesting. Very cool. Oh, awesome guy here. To the credit for the photo here. Malachite. Oh, look at that. A coil of malachite. That's so cool. Literally grew in like a spring shape. Oh, and then here's, the ever violent, ever vigilant, the new Omeawacron variation. These guys are definitely micro-sized. Let's see here. We got another beautiful picture. This is not a mineral, but this looks like a praying mantis. So look how pretty that is, and such a small scale. And so there's a whole world within our world of micro-sized things, and I believe we are micro-sized things in another entity's world. So I'm not to get too philosophical, but the universe is a really big place. There's always a bigger fish, and there's always a smaller fish. And here's some perspective, just on that same topic. This isn't a micromount we're looking at. Those little orange figures in there are people. These are the biggest crystals in the world that exist. Some of these columns of selenite crystals are over 30 feet long. And they're in the Nika mine in Mexico. And it was filled with water. So if you ever get a chance, YouTube Nika mine or Nika crystal caves. There's a whole documentary on this. Super cool. There's always bigger fish. These little people running around here in these little hazmat suits. They have to wear them to keep cool because the humidity is insane and the temperature is insane, and they can't run around in there for more than 15 minutes before they pass away. It's literally like another world. So I encourage you to go look at that. Here's a bit bigger than a micromount. It's a very hook-shaped, reverse sceptered quartz, amethyst, technically, that I took a photo of. It is probably almost 6 centimeters tall, 1 whole centimeter tall from the field of view. Really cool though. Here's the cavansite or pentagonite. Very similar minerals to each other. This is a pentagonite. This is the shooting star shape I was explaining. So at the end of those long blue columns within a pentagonite, you can have it make a perfect star at the end. And this kind of shows you the diagram off to the right of what the column looks like and what the top looks like and the face looks like. And it's actually a star. It's pretty amazing. It's 5-pointed. And that's it. This is the end of our video. I hope you found this enjoyable. Pretty basic overview. Just really appreciating the beauty of these micro-sized minerals. Microscopic minerals. And I hope you enjoyed it. This is Kevin with Imagination Hobbies. Give me a like. Give me a subscribe if you like this type of content. I will continue to make more mineral videos. They actually seem to be doing pretty well to my chagrin. And I appreciate all of you who watch and like and comment and subscribe. And if you have any questions, I'm more than happy to answer them. Thank you, and you have a great rest of your day. Bye.